December 2020 or 2021, it was done by a band of bandits from Zamfara. So, people in Zamfara State, elders in Zamfara State, politicians in Zamfara State need to check themselves, because God Almighty will ask them this. Why is your state the way it is? Why are our people in Zamfara State the way they are? A state that is very rich in gold. We were there, we spent a week in Zamfara. We went all through the forest. We met the bandits, we met the emirs, we met the governors.
And gold mining is still ongoing.
Absolutely.
Have you found that?
Absolutely.
And they have security operatives taking care of them.
They are, anyway, so Zamfara State is a mess. Politically has been from day one. And is that politics that is costing the lives of our people? We are all parents. This is the 7th day these children are in the hands of these bandits.
Where is the problem? Because the governor said federal government is negotiating with the bandits. The Minister of Communication fired back.
Communication?
Minister of Information. Yeah, he fired back saying the governor is playing politics with this.
Yeah, and the Minister of Information has no business talking about this.
How do you mean?
I will tell you. He's from Niger State. He's from Niger State. If people from the federal agencies go to his state without informing the governor and go and keep talking to the bandits, would he come out and say the same thing?
You think the approach will be different?
Yes, he won't. I will tell you, because he's wrong. Whoever went from the federal government to Zamfara State without going through the governor was wrong. We have experience in going through forests in 8 states. Each of the states we had to go through the governor, through the emir, from Sokoto, the Sultan, to Kaba, the Oba, from Ilesha, Baruten. We see the elders there. It's only courtesy. You don't come to my house without telling me. And this is exactly what they did. And the governor, I applaud him. He had every right to raise his voice and raise the alarm.
The Zamfara governor?
Absolutely.
Don't you think maybe they are suspecting him?
No. Let me tell you what is happening.
Okay.
Let me tell you what's happening. And we've had the news. And so there are people all over now, a group of people that have lost their voices when we were talking over the last 4 years. They lost their voices all of a sudden. Oh, now they are latter-day negotiators. They want to come and help solve the problem in Zamfara. There are former governors, there are former ministers, and there are a group of people, group of Fulanis from the northeast that are going into Zamfara.
For what?
For all these negotiations.
Different groups.
No coordination at all. No coordination. They'll come here because they go to the forest, they tell us, oh, these guys have come, these guys have come. It takes a long, long time to earn trust from these bad guys in the forest. So people come from Abuja, or they sit down, people come, and the other person that you don't go to him thinks you've given these guys money. So all this misguided, all this disjointed negotiation is what caused this. The person, the idiot that went and took those girls, felt slighted, felt he was not consulted. And he did this nonsense. So this is, you do not know the environment, you do not ask people, you do not talk to people. You keep going into the forest. Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. It's presumptuous for a group of people. They say, oh, their only qualification is we can speak full day. That's their only qualification. So we go to Zamfara. Then they are from the northeast. It's like Kanuris in Kano, or Kanuris in Jigawa, or Kanuris in Lafia. Go to Borno and say, oh, we've come here to solve your problems on Boko Haram. Or Yorubas in Kogi or Kwara State, go to Oyo State and say, oh, we've come here to solve your problem. That is presumptuous, that is rude, that is arrogant. Without
You try to solve that problem with your group.
No.
Led by
Problems are, problems are local, solutions are local.
But it's like with the inception of this government, we are going back to square one?
No, not only square one, we've gone back, really back. And I will tell you, what we started, 4 or 5 years ago, going into the forest, with the government that President Buhari and his NSA and security people at that time did not want us to go. They came and said, oh, negotiation is not the question, and the press, southern media were all against us, vilifying everybody, but we knew that was the right thing to do. We continued. And in fairness to President Muhammadu Buhari and the military, especially under the leadership of General Lucky Irabo, we went and made presentations to them. We are not enemies. We're working together. And eventually we worked together with the military, with the approval of the President and Commander-in-Chief.